We're here today at Mundelein's brand new public works facility located on Allanson Road, just west of the railroad tracks. I'm here today with our public works director, Adam Boucher, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the main building, and we're going to give you a great tour.
Thank you, Mayor. First, I'd want to start with talking about how we got here and really, some of the reasons for being here, but then also how we were able to construct the facility the way we wanted to construct it. One of the major drivers for us being where we're at geographically was because of some of the vision that you and the board had with our downtown and getting us into a position where our downtown was more flexible in terms of being poised and positioned for future development. Having a public works facility smack in the middle of a major downtown corridor doesn't really lend towards doing that. So the board and you really looked towards the future and tried to find a better location for us. An opportunity arose with a vacant subdivision just south of the building we're sitting in right now. And the board jumped at the opportunity to purchase and start to redevelop that.
That was about 10 years ago or so.
Once that was purchased, we started to develop some concept plans to build on that site. And then as we started to look at feasibility of that particular site, which is again just the 8 acres immediately south of us, this building we're standing in right now became available and came for sale. And once again, you and the board had a vision and a thought that maybe there's some efficiency we can gain by purchasing that building, just connecting to it rather than building brand new to the south.
That was very convenient.
Yeah,
it worked out real well.
It did. And we realized that by just attaching to the existing building and utilizing this building, the 26,000 square feet that existed, we were going to be able to save somewhere between $1.5 and $2 million as compared to building brand new in the south. So we were able to do that, purchase this building for a very reasonable price, reconfigure some of the parking lots, and then add on to the back, which we'll go through and show you as part of the tour. But the main point of emphasis for us during that whole process was efficiency. We had satellite facilities throughout the downtown area. If you remember, the facility maintenance / old fire station and the water facility on North Chicago. And so getting all of those satellite facilities consolidated into one main building provided us with tons of operational efficiencies, along with freeing up very strategically located parcels within our downtown. So that's really what drove us to being here. Once we started construction, it really provided us the opportunity to build it the way we wanted to build it and make it as efficient as possible. And some of our other supervisors that you'll be talking to throughout the tour will continue to discuss some of those major efficiencies that we've been able to realize throughout the construction process and now as we've lived here through the operations as well.
I'm here with Paul Cassiopo, Utilities Superintendent, and we are in one of 2 different war rooms. And Paul here is going to tell us a little bit about what goes on here.
So this is where we do all of our, basically we have morning meetings here every day and we give out assignments here from the start of the day. And what we do is, first of all, we use all the computers. We have all of our stuff mapped out on GIS, all of our sewers, and we mark some of the things that we do on GIS so we know we already did it. So we have sewer cleaning that we do throughout town. We have to maintain over 100 miles worth of sewer, and we have a few different types of cleaning programs that we do throughout town. We clean grease out of sewers. We have some roots in some areas. And so at different times of the year, we have to clean those areas out. So that's basically what we use this for. We also have a SCADA system in here that we use for watching over our water distribution system. And from there, we can see the amount of water that's being sent out. We can see how much chlorine is in the water, and if all of our pumps are working correctly. And from there we can actually watch and maintain all of our pumps by watching the amount of hours that are on the pumps.
Okay, and now on our website, there's a place that folks can go and put in little requests saying, hey, there's a problem here, a pothole here, something else going on there.
Those requests go to a work order system, and we use that work order system to assign activities to the crews or tasks to the crews. They're actually able, we could send them out in real time basically, and send them out to the crews, and they all carry around tablets, and we have a work order system. You're not going to be able to see it, but they're able to get their tasks right from there and not even have to come in here to find out what their tasks are.
Oh, so out in the field they have GIS access?
Yes.
So GIS is a highly sophisticated mapping system of all pipes, all utilities throughout the town.
Correct.
I'm here with Jeff Carrier, General Services Superintendent, and we are at the Winter Liquid Station, and he's going to tell us a little bit about this.
Thank you. So you can see right here we have our station set up. This is where we hold on to all of our liquids that we use in the winter. Many people don't know that we apply liquids to all of our granular salt prior to it hitting the road. It does a few different things for us. One of the products we use is a salt brine, which is essentially just salt water. It's at a certain salinity. It's got to be specific. We pre-wet it in our trucks, and then it gets applied to the road wet. That does a couple things for us. It keeps the salt on the road. It makes it a little stickier, so it doesn't bounce and hit into the parkways, and it gets the salt where it needs to be to do the melting. That's what we're trying to get. It also lowers the freeze point a little bit for us. And then we have another product that we use, and we also blend with salt brine. It's got some other chlorides in it, along with some sugars that are in it that make it even stickier yet, and they also lower the freeze point. So some of those chlorides are assisting with the melting process. One big proponent to it is that when we do this and we use the liquids, it's cutting our salt application rates down. We've noticed by about 39% less salt can be used to get the same results that we would normally get with just plain rock salt. It also speeds up the process. Once it's wet and hits the road, it's already activated. Salt typically does no melting until it starts to dissolve and turn to that brine. Right. So if we wet it first and hit the road wet, it's speeding up that process to where it's actually effective on the road for us. So we're getting the roads in better shape faster, essentially. So it's cutting down on costs, it's cutting down on salt material use, and which is good for everybody.
Excellent. So the trucks pull up here and load up?
Yeah, so we pull up here first. They'll typically go around and get loaded with salt at the front of our salt barn. They pull up here, they hook up to our tank. It's already preset which product they're using. The drivers don't even have to worry about what it is. They just turn on a pump. When they're full, they drive away, and they go about their time in the routes there. So we have about 19 frontline trucks in our street division that we're using on a regular basis to battle these storms. Every storm's a little bit different. So there's a lot of science involved into what blends we're using for different temperatures, what's effective in different temperatures. So it's a little bit of everything goes into it.
Excellent. And now with this new facility, all these trucks are stored indoors.
Yes. Everything in our new facility is under one roof. That's all of our street division vehicles, sewer and water vehicles, every front end loader, every backhoe, every piece of equipment we own is under roof, being protected. We clean it after every storm, and it goes inside, and it's gonna prolong the longevity of our vehicles. I'm here with Dan Freeberg, our fleet supervisor here at the Vehicle Maintenance Facility. He's going to tell us a little bit about what goes on here.
Well, a few things about the shop. The shop is about 1.5 years old, and in this shop we maintain over 230 pieces of equipment. That includes our own building department, and then everybody in public works. We got facility maintenance, streets department, water, wastewater, and vehicle maintenance. We also service the police department, the Mundelein Fire Department, and as of recently we also provide maintenance and repair for Countryside Fire Protection District and Long Grove Fire Protection District as well. So we also maintain all of our standby generators throughout the village. So we have standby generators in all the buildings. We also have them at the pump stations and lift stations. So those are small diesel or natural gas generators that we also maintain as well.
Okay.
So quite the scope, and that's everything, from checking tire pressure to engine replacement, or aerial service on the fire trucks, and we do NFPA pump testing on all the fire equipment as well. So,
well, I noticed the little place off to the side. This looks like a full auto parts store going on here.
Sure, we do stock a lot of our commonly used equipment, so filters, commonly used parts. We stock a lot of specific parts that might fail on like a plow truck during a snowstorm. Okay. So we have that equipment available. So in the event of a breakdown after hours, we have that part in stock so we can get that vehicle back on the road and back to servicing the residents.
And I see you have how many lifts here in total?
We have a variety of lifts. So right here behind us, you can see this is more for like automotive lifts.
Okay.
Then we have a medium duty lift for medium duty pickup trucks. And then under the fire truck behind us, that's a heavy duty lift that's capable of lifting 3 axles at a time up to 105,000 pounds.
Can it lift that?
It can lift that. It could probably lift 2 of those.
Holy cow.
Yeah, that lift is very capable. There's nothing in our fleet or our contracted fleets that we cannot lift. So there's nothing we can't service.
And that's why Long Grove and others are outsourcing to us.
Sure, because we have this wonderful facility that's
Yep.
capable of so much. Beyond that is a drive-on rack that's capable of 30,000 pounds. So like the wheel loaders that we use to load the salt trucks, those will fit on there. We also have roll-around mobile lifts that just roll right under the tires, and they're all wireless. They got batteries in them. So you just slide them underneath, and you sync them all together, you push the button, and it all goes up. So it's the capabilities we have back here are, I want to say, almost endless. I mean, there's nothing we can't do. And you know, couple that with, we have 4 great mechanics on staff here. Everybody has a different amount of certifications, but collectively we maintain ASE Auto Master, ASE Heavy Duty Master, EVT Ambulance Master, and EVT Fire Master. Very certified back here.
It's extremely impressive,
Yes.
I have to say.
Yes.
I'm back with Adam Boucher, Director of Public Works, here inside the cold storage facility. We could see the picnic tables from community days being brought in here. Adam, tell us a little bit about what goes on here.
Sure. One of the reasons I wanted you guys to come back here and see some of this was because it gives us a really good example of one of the efficiencies that we gain that you really have a hard time quantifying before you truly get into a facility like this. We have 20,000 square feet of covered storage. It is not climate controlled, but it gets all of the things that are in here out of the wind, sun, rain, snow. So it protects them and prolongs the life of those things. And one of those things is picnic tables. You'd be surprised how often these get used, primarily for special events. And one of our largest special events is the 4th of July Community Days Festival that we host. And we utilize all of the available picnic tables we have for that, which is nearly 200 of them. So in the past, when we had those picnic tables at our old facility, they were stored outdoors.
Outside, I remember.
And so you can imagine how beat up those get every year just by virtue of sitting outside. So we had to pull them out every year about a month to 2 months in advance and kind of do an inventory on them as far as condition goes to see what slats need to be replaced, and then spend a lot of man hours in replacing all of that wood for those picnic tables to be used for the festival in a month or 2 from that point in time. With this facility, we no longer have to do that. We're able to keep these picnic tables out of the weather, control their environment a little more, and prolong the life of these for many, many more years than they would have otherwise.
And we have also not only just the picnic tables in this vast facility, I'm seeing barricades, we have planters, all kinds of equipment that Public Works uses as well.
Absolutely. We've got tires that are utilized for our vehicles that are stored in here as well. So again, keeping those things out of the weather really provides us the opportunity to prolong the life of those things and ultimately save the village a lot of money in the process.
I'm here with Kelsey Langler, our Business Services Manager, and we are here in the main garage, and I'll tell you, this place seems like McCormick Place. It is huge, and Kelsey's going to tell us a little bit about the main garage, what goes on here, and what she does.
When we design and build this facility, the main goal was to get all of our equipment and everything under one roof. So we designed this to be large to fit 50 plus vehicles and pieces of equipment, in addition to a lot of other small pieces of equipment as well. So here we house all of our division's main vehicles. We have plow trucks that we keep throughout the season, and our utilities equipment, which is our Vector trucks, a variety of items in here. And again, we wanted to make sure that everything was under one roof so that we could protect it, extend the life of our equipment, and make sure that it was just safe and well protected throughout the elements.
We've really planned this out well. A lot of effort went into planning this facility, and you can just see the vastness of this. We are poised to go deep into the future. On behalf of the trustees and the Public Works and Engineering staff, I invite all of you to see this state-of-the-art facility firsthand at our community open house on Saturday, May 20th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at 801 Allanson Road. Join the staff for a behind-the-scenes look at the skills, tools, and equipment needed to maintain Mundelein's infrastructure. Also, residents will have the opportunity to meet and visit with many of the staff who work hard to keep Mundelein a safe and beautiful community. This is a very family-friendly event with touch-a-truck experiences and other fun activities. We hope to see everyone on Saturday, May 20th. Thank you.